Hey guys, Booligan here, taking a look at a very long-awaited pistol from Elite Force. This is their budget-oriented revolver, and it's not actually a revolver. We'll kind of get to that in a second. Part of it revolves, but not the whole cylinder like you would think. But this guy's very, very expensive, coming in like $65, $70. I was sent mine through Gas Blowback Central. They're starting to help us out on reviews and builds and things like that, so thanks to them. And a couple of facts about this thing is full polymer construction. Everything on this is polymer with the exception of the internal architecture. See, you do have a metal frame in there. You have a metal hammer, but everything else is polymer. The cylinder does not rotate when you pull the trigger. Instead, it uses a small rotary style magazine that you can get out by popping this little guy forward, locking that in place, and pushing it out. Now, it's a little, it's not the most realistic thing in the world, but it does make it easy to carry spares, easier to carry spares than having to carry shells. And the gun actually does include several of these. They hold 10 rounds each, and they seem to work pretty flawlessly. The gun is listed as having fixed hop-up for 0.25 gram BBs. However, in looking down the barrel with a flashlight behind it, I wasn't able to actually see a nub. So we're going to do a little bit of test shooting and see if we can find any hop-up effect on this to see kind of where that's coming from. If it has a fixed hop-up, where is it? You do have rails on the bottom for lights, lasers, accessories, whatever else you want, and up top for optics. This thing is purported to be CQB friendly in its velocity. I've done some quick test shots through it just to kind of break these in a little bit, but nothing measured yet. So when we put this on the chrono, it's going to be the first time I'm really chronoing this thing. Powered by a single 12-gram cylinder. It has one nice touch of having the tool needed to screw in that cylinder located in the grip. So you don't need to carry an extra tool into the field with you. Enough talking about this thing. Let's shoot this thing and see how it works. First thing first, a chrono test using 0.20 gram BBs. Seems to be quite consistent in the 320 feet per second range. Let's see how it does with some accuracy. It's cold, it's windy, my sound quality is going to be really terrible out here, so I apologize in advance for that. But we're going to test out the accuracy at a shorter than normal range. I did some quick tests with this, and with a 0.20 gram BB, it's just not having the oomph to get out to 100 feet. We'll do a quick 100-foot test so you can see, but most of the testing is going to be done at about 50 feet. Now we're also going to be testing out a couple of other BB weights in this. Some crappy 0.12s, because that's all I have, some 0.25s, and some 0.43s, I think, just because I kind of want to see how quickly these fall. But we are also going to do, of course, some 0.20 gram just to use that as the industry standard. So let's see how this thing does at range. Okay, first up, we're going to do some 0.20 gram BBs at 100 feet. I'm not going to zoom it in as tight as I normally would because those shots are not going to get out there. They just drop so aggressively. I'm aiming 2 feet high. Now, it's also very windy, so you're getting a lot of side-to-side deviation. Yeah, 10 shots, 1 hit on target. Not enough spin. There's just no backspin. It's not floating out there at all with a 0.20 gram BB. Let's move this closer and try some different weights. Okay, we are now now at about 50 feet, again with .20 gram BBs. Very bad crosswind here is not going to be doing us any favors. Feet, much more reasonable with a .20 gram BB. Let's see how it does with some different weights. Okay, first on deck, the .12 gram BB. If this has any hop up, it is going to show here. We're not really trying to get it on target right now, we're just trying to see what it does. Shots are dropping immediately. Like, they're taking a sharp nosedive about 20 feet out of the barrel. I mean, I'm still managing to hit my target, but only because I'm aiming a foot high. This thing is supposed to be set for .25 gram BBs. Let's load some of those in there and see what it does. See if maybe we have a little bit better luck with the BBs it's supposed to be run with. Much flatter trajectory, but it's actually not flat at all, really. They're still just arcing down. Can't really attribute that to the wind. The side-to-side deviation, sure, but not the fact that the shots are just taking a downward spiral. Let's try the .43 grams next, just because I kind of am curious to see what these are going to do. I laugh if these actually became the best BB for this thing. Nope. Aiming the very top of the fence, aiming about 2 feet high. And they are just dropping like a stone. Let's wrap this thing up, why don't we? Well, being a reviewer and a tester of airsoft products doesn't mean you always get to give people good news. Got to be real with this thing. For skirmishable purposes, for skirmish purposes, you are severely limited with this gun to about 50 feet. That's about it. Any longer than that, the shots just drop. No matter what weight BB I used. I used .12s, I used .2s, I used .25s, I used .43s, and the shots all just dropped. This thing is advertised as having a fixed hop up, but I don't think it does. And I'd love to have Elite Force send me a picture. I'm probably going to be tearing into this thing, ripping it apart to see where the heck the hop up is in this, but I'm just not seeing it. Physically looking down the barrel, I didn't see a hop-up nub, and maybe I missed it, but I didn't see one there, and it's certainly not shooting as if it has hop-up. The good of this gun is that it is cheap, 65 bucks. That's a very, very inexpensive sidearm, provided you understand that you're only going to be using this thing about 50 feet away tops, unless you are aiming about 1.5 to 2 feet higher than your target. And even then, it's just not terribly consistent. The good of this though, like I said, it's cheap. Within 50 feet, you're gonna hit your target with a .20 or .25 gram BB. That's simple. I mean, that's not too hard to do. The gas economy on this is fantastic as well. I've been shooting this thing all day, in the cold, mind you, and it hasn't even fluctuated off of its 320 FPS velocity with a .20 gram BB. I put probably 120 rounds just through this one CO2 capsule, and it hasn't even blinked, hasn't even acted like it's running low on gas. It's cool to add accessories to it. I mean, like really easily you can add some flashlights, piece of cake. You can add optics to the top. That's cool. But if you're planning on engaging targets for further than about 50 to 60 feet with this, lower your expectations, because that really is the max range you're going to get out of this. We'll probably do another video if I dig into this and I'm able to find that I was wrong in this thing, that this thing does have some sort of hop up in there. That'd be awesome. I'd love to do that. But as of right now, whether it has hop up or not, it certainly is not showing the performance that I would expect. So, was this thing the right pistol for you? If you're looking for something that's very close range, safe, low velocities, great for CQB. It's really quick to just plow through shots on this thing. Just that's awesome. That's a lot of fun. Your double action trigger isn't terrible. Your single action trigger, very nice. Good clean break on that. Easy to shoot. Cheap, 65 bucks. But yeah, just don't expect it to reach out and touch somebody anytime soon. Many thanks to Gas Blowback Central for sending this over for us to test out. And of course, thanks to you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more. Got a lot of cool stuff going on this year, so keep watching.